I done seen these streets eat the best of niggas and teach the rest of niggas. If God willing every time, I'm gonna blame my nigga. I remember I had...
Yo, YouTube family, man, what it do? Man, I know it's been a minute since I made a video. I've been out here busy, man, out here grinding, trying to make a living out here, man. Just let me say this. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. All you people that's locked up or that's finna come home soon or that just got out, don't believe the bullshit. If you put your mind to it and you stay consistent, stay persistent, this is really the land of opportunity, bro. If you're willing to go to work and make something happen, make something shake. So don't lose hope. You know, everybody told me, man, it's gonna be hard, man, when you get out, man, to find a job and do this and do that, man. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. And I always said, my only response every time was like, nope, no it ain't. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy, bro. It's all about the mind, man. It's all about how you perceive shit, man. What you believe, you feel me? But yeah, man, on today's video, man, before I get into it, man, y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you be alerted every time I make a video, however long in between time it is. but yeah, man, fuck with me. So on this video, gonna talk about niggas who cases be on first 48. Yo, first 48 need to get sued or something, man. Like, how the fuck these folk might air your first 48 episode while you locked up in prison and everybody know, nigga, that you just told, nigga, and your life just got put on the line, nigga, that fast. But so those of y'all who don't know what first 48 is, first 48 is a little TV show where homicide detectives generally take you through the first 48 hours of a murder investigation, right? So they'll choose like different cities, like they'll be in Atlanta, they'll be in Birmingham, Houston, New Orleans, wherever they at, and they'll take it where from the beginning to where the investigator, the detective get the case. And they typically say that, okay, they got 48 hours to try to get try to get somewhere, some type of advance or some type of progress on this case. Because they say that normally, if they don't get anything within the first 48 hours, then normally the cases be that much harder for them to solve. So, you know, they'll have the video recordings of, you know, the suspects coming into the investigator's office. And you know, they sitting them down in the white room, you on this end of the table, and the detective's asking you these questions. And almost every time, bro, like, I don't think I ever seen a time where a nigga didn't snitch. Almost every single time, these nigga telling like a motherfucker, bro. I'm talking about, shit, no, so-and-so did it, man. So-and-so with the trigger, man. He did that shit, man, that shit crazy. But so many dudes I seen, man, I was locked up with, told on their case, and still got a life sentence, bro. Like, they still got a life sentence. I don't even understand that shit. Like, what the fuck you tell for, nigga? You supposed to just went ahead and just took that shit to trial, nigga, and kept your mouth shut. The thing that nigga don't realize is that if them folks is investigating you and asking you questions or asking your co-defendants questions, normally that means that they don't got shit on y'all. So if y'all just shut the fuck up and don't say shit, they really probably don't even have no case. But these niggas get so scared and so shook, they go to telling on their partners, and they still goddamn get a life sentence, or they still get a dub of 15 years or whatever, bro. That shit crazy, bro. Now you gotta spend the rest of your time in prison known as a snitch, hoping that don't nobody goddamn pull your ass out just because you snitch. But this is the reality of snitching in prison. Is like, niggas ain't doing shit to snitches in prison no more like how they used to, bro. Like, back in like the 90s, the early 2000s, bro, niggas were hurting snitches, bro. Yo ass finna get killed, or yo ass finna get fucked up if anybody even find out you snitching. But chain gang done changed, especially in Georgia. So in Georgia system, chain gang done changed so much, bro. Like, niggas ain't doing nothing to snitches no more. Niggas ain't doing nothing to pedophiles and child molesters and shit like that no more, bro. The shit crazy, bro. But so anyway, this is a story, man, about a nigga. Matter of fact, he was one of my ops, right? One of my Muslim brothers, right? Well, he was one of them guys who was a gang member on the street, came into prison and decided to become Muslim. Really, because they probably were scared or whatever. He definitely probably was scared to be blood still, knowing that he a rat, you know what I mean? So these niggas be coming to Islam for protection and whatever different reasons, man. But you know, Allahu Alam, you know what I mean? God knows best. You know, I can't judge because I ain't never been in them shoes. So you know, more power to him. But so this brother name was Bilal. Motherfucking Bilal, man. I remember when Bilal first walked into the motherfucking dorm, man. He was coming straight from Jackson. So Jackson is is like the diagnostic prison where when you get arrested for your charge, you be in the county jail. Are you in the county jail? That's when you go through your trial or you go through whatever your sentencing, whatever you get your time. All right, you get your sentence. Then they send you down the road. Down the road is when you go to Jackson. Jackson is a diagnostic where you usually spend about 4 weeks in Jackson, where they draw your blood, they see what your health is like, you know what I mean? They cut all your hair off, all your hair, your beard, facial hair, everything. And you know what I mean? They make you sit in there for about 4 weeks, and then they send you to your first prison facility that they gonna send you to. Alright, so Bilal was fresh from Jackson with a fresh life sentence, man, on a murder charge. So I remember when he first came in, you know what I mean, he was a big fat black dude, man. He had these little black glasses on. I guess he was trying to look square and look sophisticated and whatever. He looked as scary. My first impression of him was he was kind of a scary nigga, you know what I mean? Even though he was like a fat nigga, like you could read people, bro, and kind of know, you know, who all is about what. So he came in, but he had a lot of tattoos. He was real black. He had a lot of tattoos on his face that you really couldn't hardly see because he was so dark skinned. It kind of blended in. He had a lot of tattoos on his arms and shit. So when he came in, you know, he introduced himself. You know, he said he was Muslim and whatever. So he was rocking with us and whatever. So, you know, Bilal was pretty cool guy. You know, whatever. And he had told us about his case, days later after he had been in the dorm for a while. He told us about his case and everything and about what happened. So so we like, damn, bro, that fucked up. You know what I mean? If that's true, what happened? But he also showed us his discovery pack. So in prison, when somebody say, hey, let us see your paperwork, you know what I mean? Your paperwork is your discovery pack. So your discovery pack is every single thing that the DA had evidence against you. Basically, your whole case, everything is going to be in these papers. Pictures, photos, statements. You're going to know who told on you. You're going to know if you told on somebody. All of that shit is going to be inside of that. It's going to be documented in black and white. So when the nigga say, hey, let's see your paperwork. We want to see your charges. We want to see what happened. The whole incident report going to be in there. What happened, you know what I mean, if you told or if you didn't, or if you kept it solid or whatever, all of that gonna be in there. So he showed us his discovery pack, and from the discovery pack, they really just fucked Holmes up, bro. Like, they really did Holmes wrong, man. I'm gonna tell you what happened. So Bilal was a blood nigga. Hold on, first let me tell you about the first 48 situation, then I'll tell you his case and what happened. So all I remember is I'm sitting in my room one day. Cause that's where I spent most of my time, in my cell. I'm either be in my cell, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna have a cell phone, I'm gonna be on the phone, or I'm gonna be reading some books. If I ain't got no phone, I'm gonna be deep in them books, you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna be in the room with somebody in the room kicking it and we chopping it up, you know what I mean, having little discussions about whatever. But that's where I'm spending most of my time. So I remember I'm in the room and a brother come in the room like, hey, Op. He like, hey, Op, hey man, you might want to come out here, man, because he's like, you might want to come out here, bro. Put your boots on, man. Grab your knife, bro, and come out here because that nigga Bilal first 48 episode is on TV. So that's really like bad news, bro. That's why he was like, bro, grab your boots, get your knife, because these niggas probably gonna want to do something to Bilal. You know what I mean? After they see this episode of this nigga telling. So I'm like, alright, so shit, I put my boots on. Goddamn, get my little knife or whatever, boom. So I'm like, fuck. Goddamn, these niggas gonna try to pull this nigga out, bro. Goddamn, this shit crazy, bro. So I come out there, man. Sure enough, this nigga first 48 episode is on fucking TV, man. Everybody locked in, bro. It's 100-man dorm, bro. Everybody is outside looking at this TV, and Bilal is sitting front and center like this here up under the TV, looking at that shit, really looking scared as hell, right? Cause he like, oh shit. So I'm sitting up here watching this shit, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm just prepared for whatever. I'm like, man, as soon as that episode go off, this shit finna pop, like this shit finna go down, right? So yeah, then I'm like, how the fuck we gonna get ourselves out of this situation, right? So this is what happened with his case. He was a blood member from Atlanta, from the west side of Atlanta, right? And I guess he wasn't like no big dog, big homie nigga, but I guess he had some type of rank, you know, in his little neighborhood and whatever. So he lived in an apartment complex that was not quite the projects, but it's like a step above the projects. So apparently there was some bully guy, like he was an older guy, he was like in his 20s, and he was a boxer, like he knew how to fight real good, he was a trained boxer. And I don't know what his problem was, but he used to always like to go pick on the younger guys, you know, the 14, 15-year-old guys, and he would beat them up. You know what I mean? Like, he would box their ass out, like, really fight them and beat them up real bad. Like, and this was like a weekly occurrence, like, for no reason. Well, I don't know the whole ins and outs behind why he was going around beating people up, but, like, it was a weekly occurrence. You know what I mean? He would go and pick a fight with these young guys. He would always be a young guy, 15, 16-year-old or whatever. So, one day, now, Bilal is not even on the scene, and the witnesses in his discovery pack attested to that fact. Even the victim's mama, the guy who got killed, even the mama said that Bilal was not on the scene at all. Bilal was at work, wherever he worked at. So Bilal not even on the scene. The dude come, he pick a fight with somebody, he beat up one of the little guys. The little guy was a blood guy, right? So I guess the blood guy went and got a gun and shot and killed the dude, right? So he shot and killed the dude. Now this one of them neighborhoods where, it's one of them hood neighborhoods where any type of drama going on, a lot of people gonna come out their house and there's gonna be a lot of witnesses to see what the fuck going on, right? So it's like probably 30, 40 witnesses that seen exactly what took place. So the dude killed the dude, and I guess, like, you know, later that day or however many days later, the police pulled up to Bilal's job and picked him up and arrested him. So they had the shooter, the guy who shot, and they went to go get Bilal. Now they went to go get Bilal because Bilal is a known gang member in that area, and I guess the police know him for keeping up trouble and shit. So for some reason they was like, okay, if there's a shooting, then this character, Bilal, whatever his name was on the street, I can't remember, you know what I mean, he probably had something to do with it, bro. So they went and picked him up. So they go pick him up, and this is when the first 48 episode, you know, they brought him into the interrogation room, and they got Bilal on camera, basically just telling them what happened. You know what I mean? Like, he wasn't there. he wasn't there. You know, even the shooter was admitting that he shot. You know, cause they said they had the witnesses. That's, you know, the witnesses in the neighborhood said that he shot, and so the dude was like, yeah, I shot, and he even tried to free Bilal. And all of this is in his discovery packet, and it's in the episode that we watching on First 48. So Bilal ass was in the damn room like this, like them folks like, so you didn't have anything to do with this shooting, you don't know nothing about it. And Bilal like, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm telling you that I didn't kill the dude. That was so and so killed the dude. And blah, blah, blah. Man, that shit was funny as hell, bro. We sitting up here watching this nigga Bilal on TV, man, with his 15 minutes of fame. I'm trying to tell you. So, man, at the end of the day, even after Bilal told them folk what happened, that he didn't have nothing to do with it, he wasn't even on the scene. After the victim's mama said that Bilal wasn't on the scene and that the other dude was the shooter, and even after like 10 or 15 other witnesses told what happened, right? And even after the shooter himself said that, admitted to, I did that, and Bilal didn't have nothing to do with it, bro, don't you know these folks still gave Bilal a life sentence behind that shit, bro? Bruh, these folk gave this man a life sentence. This how the system be doing people, bro. Bro, the system dirty as fuck, bro. Like, they just gave you a life sentence, bro, in prison on the strength, nigga. And you innocent, bro. Like, I don't know if they thought that he called the shot. Like, even though he wasn't there, they might have felt like, since he was the leader of the gang or whatever, that he must have told the dude to shoot. I don't know. But either way it go, bro, it fucked up, bro. And the man had all the paperwork to prove it. And the man had the first 48 episode, like, breaking down everything that took place, man. So that's really the only thing that spared him, because everybody watching this shit, and everybody like, damn, bro, you told, and you a rat, and you snitch. But at the same time, shit, under the circumstance, I mean, shit, what the fuck you gonna do? Nigga ain't trying to just go down on some shit that he definitely had nothing at all to do with, and especially if the shooter himself is taking responsibility and trying to free you off the case. Like, so everybody after the episode, you know, they was cracking jokes about you know what I mean? They was like, hey, Bilal, you a goddamn star, ain't you? A star witness. And goddamn, everybody laughing at him and this and that, and, you know, shooting little shots. But at the end of the day, it was cool. You know, didn't nobody, you know, try to get aggressive with him, or didn't nobody try to do nothing to him. So that was a blessing, you know what I mean? Because that wasn't the only time that shit happened. Like, niggas first 48 episode will come on TV all the time, bro, and you see your ass like, yeah, they goddamn so-and-so goddamn ain't it? And sometimes that shit don't end too pretty. That's why I say, bro, first 48 fucked up, bro, because they finna expose your ass. And sometimes it be the toughest nigga, the biggest boss of all bosses in Chain Gang, goddamn, who didn't tell nobody about his case, turned out, nigga, you a fucking rat, nigga, that shit crazy. And some niggas don't play that shit. Like, normally, so this how snitching go in prison. It's like, they don't really be doing shit to snitches like that too much, unless you got something that they want, and something that'll justify them. Well, you snitching will justify them coming to take what you got and stab your ass up, pull your ass out, and take your phone or take your drugs or whatever you got that they want. You know, that's normally what they do. So you know, I seen a lot of guys get away with snitching. Like, everybody know you a snitch, everybody know you a rat. But let this nigga goddamn have a phone, or he having some motion in prison and shit, they'll goddamn, well shit, this nigga rat, so goddamn, let's go get this nigga, cause goddamn he a rat. And they'll rally up a few people to go get this nigga under the pretense of because he's snitching, but really it's because they want this nigga phone or whatever the fuck this nigga got. But yeah, man, so that's the reality of that situation, man. But Chain Gang, as far as snitching goes, that's how that shit go, bro. Niggas Nigga let a nigga slide for snitching these days, bro. Snitching ain't even no big deal like that these days, bro. Like, I don't know what changed, cause like back in the day, bro, nigga wasn't playing about that shit. Like I say, back in the 90s, early 2000s, shit like that. Nigga, you better not let nobody find out your ass telling, cause your ass is not gonna live to tell again. But now, man, chain gang done changed so much, but that shit done really got soft. And you know, that could be for the better or for the worse. I don't know the whole bigger picture of if it's for the better or the worse, but I just know that that's what it is now. But so yeah, man, y'all stay tuned, man. I'm trying to keep these videos nice, short, and concise. Get to the point. Some people comment like, man, you need to get more detail, man. Tell these folk what's really going on, the whole story and shit. But I'm like, ain't nobody really trying to sit through no goddamn hour-long YouTube video, bro. But if that's wanted, you know what I mean, y'all leave some comments, you know what I mean, let me know if I need to lengthen these videos. I try to keep them under 20 minutes to keep y'all tuned in, man. But yeah, man, you know, I've been out here working, man. I've been out here grinding. I actually made a little money with these properties and stuff like that, you know what I mean. So I'm working, man. I'm progressing. Y'all pray for me, man. Keep me in your positive thoughts. You feel me? Cause I did 12 years in prison, and I'm out here trying to rebuild my life from scratch. You feel me? So it's a uphill battle, but one thing about it, we moving up, nigga. We steadily, slowly but surely climbing up, and you know, overtaking these obstacles, hopping over these hurdles, and making this shit happen, man. So y'all stay tuned. You know what I mean? Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. I'm out here, man. Peace.